I loved football. Like, that was something that I took more serious than anything, and when I was here, I was all about it. I loved to practice, I loved to play, I loved, not necessarily the meeting part of it, but I loved going out there and throwing the football and learning. I'm a competitor, and whatever I could do to make the team better, because I hated losing more than I liked winning.
Ball is spotted on the 44-yard line, where it is 1st and 10.
We were young, when I got there. I think we started, I want to say, between 6 and 10 freshmen, whether that be redshirt or, true freshmen. And I knew we were going to, be pretty set up for the next 3 or 4 years. And, we had good runs, and I think that speaks for itself, but at the same time it speaks for, our coaches, because they threw a staff together quick, and then they had to bring in players quick, and they did it. I mean, we had as talented a group as I've ever seen come through here. Team identity would probably be throw the ball to Terrell Hudgins. I really don't think I would have been the player I was without him, because there was a lot of times I would throw the ball behind my back, hopefully he'd catch it, He'd throw it up in double coverage, and I was like, oh shoot, that's getting picked off, and somehow he'd come down with it, break 2 tackles, and score a touchdown. It looks good in the stats, but it probably wasn't a good quarterback play, but that's what that guy was capable of doing. He was literally a man against child out there, and he showed it. I mean, he was some player, and I was very, very grateful for him.
Hudgins coming to you live and up close. Please stay tuned into the game. You will see some unbelievable things. You will see a win. You will see Elon come out on top. Let's go.
On the field, in practice, on the game day, I know, like Batman and Robin. I was Batman. He was always the sidekick. But Scott and I, there was some bond we had. I don't know what it was. I can't speak on it. He knew where I wanted the ball without even having to tell him where to throw it. It's something I can't even explain it, but we were amazing on the field together.
You spend more time in college with your football family than you do your actual family. I mean, it's the truth. You become brothers. Go out there and know that the guy to your left or right is, your brother. Might not be your best friend, but your brother because you're a part of the same family. I want to see the guys that play here now be proud of something. And when you win, it makes everything better. It really does. And I want to see that for their staff, and especially Coach Skrosky, because the mentor he was to me, and how much respect I have for him, and the coaching and his style of coaching, it's pretty special. And I was so glad to see them get him back here.
Honestly, when we started off, we weren't winning as much. The student, not all the students, but to say frats, sororities, they kind of were standoffish with the football players. Then we started to win, and then they gave us the opportunity to get to know us. And I feel like it was one big family at Elon. I really believe it was like one big family at that time I was there.
We'd see probably 6,000 people at games my freshman year, and then it would grow to 2 more the next year, and to pack this place out against certain teams, and my freshman year we would have never done that. But then we saw how we had a lot of young talent. I guess the community did, and they were excited about Elon football, and that's what we need to get it back to. I mean, I think we got the people in the right offices, in the right situations, and right positions to do so. You just got to do it now. I mean, you can't talk about it, you just got to be about it, right?
For tackles to be more physical on the inside gap.
All the talking and stuff, it really doesn't matter. Like, the only thing that really matters is how we actually perform on game day. But it starts with this week of practice and how we perform with our reps.
Well, I remember like the first 2 weeks I was here, I probably watched more film than I did my entire high school career, you know. That's in the film room and meeting rooms all the time. I think that's really helping me become more of a student of the game instead of just relying on athletic ability.
That's just something for Joyner, Bridges, McCray. Primarily run support, like we gotta know what.
The culture is just way different now. People coming in, they want to play. So it's just a lot more competitive, and they're trying to take veteran spots, so then the veterans have to get better or else then they'll be replaced.
People are changing their attitudes about it now that we're going to attack practice, because that's something we have to do. It's a necessary thing. And you can see the change from less than half to now half, and to a majority of the people wanting to practice and wanting to get better and taking each period as something to get better at and focusing on something to improve at.
Good hit, good hit! Here we go! Good, yes! Very nice, Oli. Here we go. Good fit. Take pride in what you do.
I've noticed now, being a second-year guy and playing, that the freshmen are watching what I do and want to find someone not to almost look up to and want to follow the game as, because I did as a freshman. I wanted someone to look at and say, I want to work hard as him in practice, or catch that ball like him in practice. And I think that I learned not to want to take breaks when I want to jog to the huddle or jog to the sideline, don't walk, because people are always watching.
We really have to all be on the same page as a defense and just communicate well and be together so that we can just prevent any mistakes from happening, especially mental mistakes, because those are the worst kind of mistakes that happen.
As Coach Reebok tells us all the time, that we want to attack in waves. We don't want anyone getting more plays than the other or significantly. And with all of us healthy, we can attack in waves. When I need a breath, I know that the person behind me will just go in and do the same thing. And he knows that I can come in at any point and help them out if they need a break, or if they run a long ball, I can come right in. And I think with all of us on there, just give us more confidence.
Have your brothers back. It's a long process, but it's so minute in, you know, the life you're going to live. You know, I look back, it was 5 years ago I graduated, and the best times I've ever had were at Elon. And to know that you only have a certain amount of opportunities to go out there and play the game that you love, that you work all year round to do, make the best of it.
Grind hard. I mean, they go and embrace the grind hard. The coaches are going to put them in the right situations. They just have to make plays. And hey, look, it's homecoming. They have no choice but to. If they want people to keep coming, they better go hard. There's going to be a lot of people supporting them. I'll be there. And just grind hard and bring one home.